I would like to welcome you to the first session of the Jemena People's Panel.
We don't do these every day, and they're not processes that people get to take part in all the time. This time, we're informing Jemena's customer electricity pricing and services plan for the 2021 to 2025 period and helping them with preparing their future electricity strategy.
A major concern is affordability. Obviously, particularly when you become a pensioner, then affordability is a key factor of that.
I guess I'm participating in the panel because I'm very passionate about efficiency and becoming more green.
My expectation is to get a better understanding of what's happening with their electricity and maybe how everybody can work together to come out with a better result.
You know, they're providing an opportunity for people to have a chance to speak out about their concerns. They're not just brushing it to one side, they're not just ignoring it, they're not just giving you double speak. It's a great initiative.
We are definitely a broad group of people from different areas of Melbourne and have different ideas about things and have different pressures around energy as well. There are some people in the room that may not have the same advantages in life that I do, and I have considered them and their usage and their cost factor when we've been making our recommendations.
My favourite part has been meeting other members of the community and being more involved in the community and learning to have tolerance for people who are different to me in their attitude, but also have enjoyed having those discussions with some people and some people changing their minds about things, as I have, when they've listened to somebody else's perspective.
Any reduction in outages is a good thing, and I think the price doesn't really matter.
Whilst I'd like to reduce the outages and 10 minutes, 11 minutes, could they use that money or for something else?
No, that's the point. The point is that you do watch your usage so you don't go over that maximum. That's the reason for the tariff.
There needs to be different languages for how to reach out, how to speak to someone, how to get community help, how to get some assistance around energy literacy.
In 2030, Jemena and their customers will have a positive and constructive relationship. This has been achieved by listening and acting on customer feedback to build strong relationships and mutual trust, meaningful and ongoing engagement with customers, stakeholders and the community to inform strategic decisions, providing relevant and accessible information to build energy literacy and customer knowledge, investing in new technologies as necessary to support increased energy efficiency of the grid, consider in all decisions the least able customers and support them into the future.
I've become much more interested in the concept of being a customer, an energy customer, not only for Jemena but for a retailer as well, and being more involved in choosing what I want because I know that I can. Even though we had some, heated discussions at times, it was still a community coming together, if you like.
It was nothing like what I expected, and I was fully engaged. I loved it. I loved the discussions we had. I loved the fact that we didn't agree, but we could hear each other, and I thought that the level of engagement and connection that was developed over the time was really good. We all felt heard.
So personally, I found this really rewarding and absolutely fascinating, and particularly because there are so many different perspectives in the room, and so many times people surprised me with the questions they came up with that I would never have thought of on my own. And I think it just speaks to how collectively we are so much more insightful and intelligent in a group because we get such a range of perspectives. To Paul, who's the Managing Director, and also to Mr. Awan, who's on the board, a list of 24 very strong recommendations for your consideration.
Now that we've got this information and we've got this list of clear recommendations, we'll feed them into our process and get them to the Australian Energy Regulator and make sure that what we aim to deliver over the next 5 years is actually what the community wants.